Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Got the Hemingway here with the Citizen Cycle warp drive kit installed. I wanted to show anybody what it looked like on a Gen 2 Hemingway. My bike's comes stock. It would do 28 miles an hour. I swapped out the display on it and it'll do right at 30, a couple mile an hour faster. But with this warp drive kit, it's now doing 34 miles an hour, so it's a big increase compared over the stock Hemingway. And it's got the RST guide forks, and I wanted to show you kind of how I had it installed. I put everything in the bag, and let's look at the cluster here. I went ahead and just double stacked the displays right on top of each other, so kind of looks a little bit more uniform here like that. I ended up just using a handlebar extender to put this other display, and I ended up putting the buttons on this side. I know Citizen likes to put his on one side and on the other, but most of the time I'm going to be using a rear wheel, and I like to go up and down in my pedal assist, so I like it on my left hand so I can go up and down. And show you how I got the wires routed. I ended up just taking the wires and running right down the middle part of this frame here, and then it just goes back up and everything goes nice and neat into the bag. Now the bag has got the controller in one side, and it looks like, let's see, that zip tie probably got me. There we go. So I got the controller and all in the side of the pouch, and I know everybody's gonna say, oh, the controller's gonna get hot in there and this and that, and I've put a good bit of miles on this bike so far, and it hasn't really even got lukewarm, so I don't think there's gonna be any issue with it getting hot. And I did end up just putting the let's see, where is the battery. I went ahead and opted out for the 20 amp hour battery. He had a little upgrade, so I said why not. Well, it's only $50 more for the upgrade. So here's the battery, all nice and neat with the wire and the charging port, and it fits in there pretty nicely. I mean, this little bag here, this isn't the bag that comes with the kit. I already had this bag installed on the bike, so I figured I would just use the one that I already had. But he does come with a nice bag. It was packaged real well. No issues with it. The install was simple. Everything is plug and play. It all worked great, and the performance gains are crazy, as he would say. And this is, like I said, a 48 volt system with a 52 volt front motor. I will probably eventually convert over to 52 volt. I heard the Magic Cycle battery is the same battery as this, it's in a 52 volt, so I might just buy one of those and pop in there, and then I'll have a 52 volt system. But this is it, man. It come out great, easy install. We're actually gonna take it for a little short ride here and let y'all know how the performance gains go. Excuse me while I put the chest mount on, so we can take it for a little spin, see how this is gonna go. Alright, hopefully y'all get a good view like this. And let's see, I'll turn the regular Hemingway system on, and we'll touch the front wheel drive system. And I got it set up so it always reverts to pedal assist 5. I'm not using pedal assist, but I figured that was the strongest power, and I got it set at its max setting at 10 in a display, so it should give us full power on a display. So let's go take it for a little spin and see how she does. I am going to be doing some testing with the draggy, and we'll do some times, some 0 to 20 and some 0 to 30 times, and see how she goes. Alright, now we're just going to gun just the Hemingway motor first, and then we'll hit the warp drive kit. That's just the Hemingway. Here's the warp drive, and you can hear it just spinning a tire. It's topping out right at 33.8, almost 34 miles an hour with this kit. And the question y'all might be asking yourself is it worth the money? I mean, after me personally just feeling this acceleration, it is definitely worth the money for the performance gain that you get. I mean, he did an excellent job putting this kit together for everybody, and I can guarantee that anybody that buys this kit is not going to be disappointed. Now, Citizen did not tell me to do a review on this kit. I'm just doing this just because this is one of my first reviews, and I decided to let everybody know that this is a very, very good product. I mean, the performance gains are awesome. Let's do it one more time. Let's hit both wheels at the same time. Watch this acceleration. Jesus, the tires breaking loose in the front. I mean, right there, 30 miles an hour. That quick. Just to put it in perspective, we'll do a little turnaround and I'll show you how long it actually takes just the rear motor to get to 30 miles an hour from a roll. We'll do a little 10 mile an hour roll here. All right, this is rear motor only. All right, I'm wide open. As you can see, it's taken it a long time. Slowly. I mean, it still hasn't even hit 28 yet, and I'm almost down to the end of my block. There's 28. Still climbing. But that's it. That's all she's got. It took the whole end of the street with one motor to hit 28 miles an hour. We're gonna do it on the way back. Here we go. Both motors. 30, right there. I mean, that's probably at least 8 seconds faster to 30 miles an hour. I mean, it didn't even do 30 miles an hour in the whole end of the block. It only hit 28. So, I mean, this is a big difference in the performance. I mean, it's huge. I love it. It's actually like riding a whole new bike. And you need that little extra burst of power to get across the street. You got it on command. And we're gonna go do a little hill climb. They got a 30% grade at the park up here that we're gonna try. Shouldn't take too long to get there. It's not even about 2 miles down the street. Have to excuse the wind noise. It's a little bit windy this morning. Let's see how she goes up the hill. I'm gonna do just the rear motor first, and then we'll do the all-wheel drive and see the difference that it makes climbing up this hill. I don't know if it's even gonna make it, because I know I gotta hit this hill at a running start just to get up the hill and pedal for this bike to make it. Now, the 72-volt Freedom has no problem going up the hill, but this bike used to struggle. Here's a little small incline, probably about an 18% grade. We're wide open on just the rear. Hitting the front now. Look at it, just starts climbing up the hill. 30 miles an hour. Right up the hill. I mean, the power, it's crazy. I mean, everything about this kit. Man, I might have to upgrade the brakes on this thing, I don't know. It don't have hydraulic brakes. Himmways didn't come with hydraulic brakes. You might have to do a brake upgrade. This bike is way faster than what I thought it would be. How's it going? Yeah, thank you, man. Everybody likes the e-bikes. Let's see if this guy. I'm actually going on your right, man. How you doing? Probably should have gave him a little heads up that I was passing on the right, but we know for next time. Want to tell everybody happy 4th of July. What a beautiful morning to be out riding. Now I am going to take this kit. This kit's not going to stay on this bike. I ordered a new Himmway. I ordered a new wired step through. Now when that bike comes in, we're going to take this kit off of this bike and install it on that bike, and we're going to see what a difference that makes. I'm going to also do some draggy times with that. We're actually going to do a little drag race with the new wired step through versus the Himmway, just to see if this old Himmway can keep up with the wired step through. I think it's going to do it. What are y'all's thoughts? I mean, you've seen the acceleration. Now obviously it's not going to keep up with the top end of that bike, because them bikes that do 41 miles an hour. But I think 0 to 34, where this thing tops out at, it's going to be pretty close, you know. So in my book, if this bike hits 34 miles an hour and it's ahead of the wired bike, then hey, it won. Basically, if I top out before you situation, I'm winning, you know. But it still will be a race for 300 feet. Morning. I love riding out here. The views are so nice. We're almost to the hill, guys. Y'all be patient with me here. We're getting to it. Grass is a little bit wet. I don't know if I'm gonna have any traction trying to climb up the hill. It's rained a little bit last night out here, and we're in southern Louisiana where it damn near rains every day. But anyway, getting back to the new wire, I've been waiting on it. It's been trying to be patient forever. It's been months since I ordered this thing. I ordered it as soon as it came out, and I wanted to go ahead and get a step through. So my wife's going to ride that bike, and we're going to be doing some good rides later on this year. So she wanted a little bit more powerful bike, but had I known that this kit was going to be like this, I probably could have just went ahead and bought one of these kits and put it on her bike. I just bought this kit with the intention of making this bike a little bit more fun to ride, and it actually feels like I got a whole new bike. I mean, it's unreal. I mean, I can't say enough about it. I mean, this thing is impressive, to say the least. aren't too friendly, I don't know. But yeah, first impressions, this kit is an animal. I mean, anything you put this bike, any bike you put this kit on is gonna perform. I mean, he is not lying. Anything you put this kit on, it's gonna roll. I can't wait to actually take this kit off and put it on the new wire. As soon as, man, that thing's gonna roll. If it made the performance gain this much on this bike, I mean, when you put it on a new wired, it's gonna be fast. We're gonna do a race. I got a buddy of mine that's gonna come and he's gonna ride the new wired, and we're gonna race my 72 volt Freedom versus the all-wheel drive wired when I put this kit on it, and we're gonna see which one's faster to 40 miles an hour. Now obviously my 72 volt after 40 is just gonna roll. With that bike will do 60, but we're gonna just race to 40, and I want to see if it's gonna be able to keep up with it. I mean, I think after feeling the gain, it's definitely gonna be able to do the job. On your left. Let's give her another little burst real quick and see how she goes. Boom, all-wheel drive power. Jeez, 30 miles an hour. All right, guys, here is the hill. Now this is a 33% grade. I've measured this hill with my phone, with an app on my phone to check the grade. I don't know, the cameras never really do this thing justice, how steep this hill is. But you can take my word for it that it is pretty darn steep. I'm gonna get lined up. I'm gonna give it a little bit of roll out here now. I'm not gonna try and hurt my bike. I'm gonna just go rear motor only and go until it stops, and we'll see how far it makes it. But I'm not gonna try and break it. Now once it starts to where it ain't moving no more, I'm just gonna stop, and then we'll come back and try all-wheel drive. So no pedaling, rear motor only. Here we go. All right, that's it. So about 3/4 up the hill is all we got. Boy, oh boy, this is a steep incline to get down here. I don't know if y'all can see how steep it is, but it's a hell of a shot. Woohoo! Try this all-wheel drive. Morning. Alright, now they're out the way. Alright, here we go. No pedaling, all-wheel drive. Let's see if she can climb the hill. Let me lean forward so it don't get a lot of spin here. Look at that. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is awesome. That is totally awesome. It just climbed that hill like nothing. Spun right up the whole hill. I mean, that's insane. I wish y'all could see how steep the grade is. I mean, like I said, it's 33%. And hopefully y'all can get a good view of the hill here. And it just climbed that hill like it was nothing from a dead stop. Wow, the beauty of all-wheel drive. They're not lying. All-wheel drive is where it's at. Two motors is definitely where it's at. I mean, this is insane. Insane. I cannot believe it. Now you can see her up there, how steep it is. We're gonna do it one more time. All-wheel drive, here we go. right up it. Right up the hill. Morning. Well, there you have it. The warp drive kit is definitely worth the money. I mean, you've seen it hands-on. I know Citizen's done a bunch of demos with his bike, but I mean, this little Hemingway is now a rocket ship. I mean, this thing's incredible. It is so much fun to ride. I mean, look at this thing. It's breaking the tires, says 30 miles an hour. Oh boy, this is fun. This is a lot of fun. Yeah, so if anybody's looking to turn their bike into a rocket ship, this is it. This is where it's at. I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, I'm sure he's probably going to go up a little bit more in the tariffs now that they got the tariff tax now. But I mean, for what I just paid for this thing with 20 amp hour battery upgrade, I mean, this has turned this into a whole new bike. I mean, it is really enjoyable to ride. I was actually contemplating on selling this bike when I got the wired, and I just ended up keeping it for my friends that don't have e-bikes to ride. I hate riding alone. It's hard for me to just go out and ride by myself. I'm always having to ride by myself, so I figured at least if I have a spare e-bike that somebody can ride, they might be inclined to come ride with me. And my buddies come every now and then, you know. We're trying to get a little group ride maybe this weekend. I don't know if possible. Us do a little group ride together. And I got a couple e-bikes now, so everybody will get to ride one. I'm sure everybody's going to want to take a turn on this thing, because this is fun. This has actually turned out to be a really fun bike. I mean, yes, his kit is worth the money. I can't say enough good things about it. And Brian, if you're watching this, man, you did a hell of a job. Let's give her another blast just for boom, all-wheel drive. Here we go. Oh, it's awesome. It is awesome. And most of the time I'll probably just be using the rear motor. And Citizen talked about, you know, how he likes his dual throttles and stuff, and I was actually considering just making it all-wheel drive on throttle only and pedal assist on the rear wheel. That way when I use pedal assist, it'll only be pulling off the rear wheel. But after riding with the dual throttles, it's really not that bad. Like, I don't know, I'm not a real coordinated person using my right and left hand, but I mean, after me riding it, you know, it's only there when you want it. The rest of the time you'll be in rear wheel drive. Just make sure you don't mash the gas when you're in a turn, and because then it can kind of get sideways on you. Coming up on some more walkers. Here we go. Morning. How's it going? Too fast. Boy, if you pedal with it, the kit at the same time, boy, you get crazy acceleration if you actually pedal. Let him go. All right. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know if he was signaling me to get across or wanting me to wait a second. But yeah, getting back to the throttles, I didn't know if I would like the front wheel being on the thumb. But yeah, I mean, it isn't that bad, you know. It like he said, it's, you either want the front wheel or you want the rear wheel. Now I am probably, when I do convert over to 52 volt system on this, I will probably put make this battery 52 volts and combine